Boy. Let's see what we can do here. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Hello, Jeff. Anybody hears on my sound, if they let me know, with my got a new whole new audio setup, so I'm hoping it's going okay. It was okay in recordings. I did a lot of test recordings, and it was okay, it was fine. But again, streaming is another deal. Oh, that's weird. Let me see. So is that any better? Make some adjustments. I hope it's not going to be staticky. I hope not. That's the problem I had before. But yeah, my new setup. I went to a standalone mic, and of course I have a mixer because the mic is an XLR mic, so that's the only thing it can connect. You got to connect it to a mixer, and then the mixer connects to the PC. So, um, yeah, it's got a whole new setup. Better, but low volume. Okay. Well, any better? Hey, Larry, how are you doing today? Again, you can just keep making adjustments on this, trying to get it to sound okay. Of course, it's totally different when you get the sound of the cars going on too. So again, looking at that. Um, I have to make some adjustments as I go. Trying to work on a setup that I gotta get ready for um, Silverstone here this afternoon. I got a race in my new in one of the new leagues, or same league, E Seniors, but it's a new season. Hello, Larry. Hello, Rebel.
Green light. Give it all you got.
All right, let's see what we can do. Make a few laps. See if I gotta make any adjustments. weird because they get it all set up for recording, but it seems like streaming is a different deal. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. Never been good at Silverstone. It's not that I don't mind the place, but I just never do really good here. I feel like races always run into problems. Needs work, that's for sure.
Well done, mate. This has been your muscle best.
That goes over the bump better. That's what it used to. Definitely need practice here, that's for sure.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Oh, let's look at some stuff. Oh, see what's it saying. Yeah, I mean, this 296 is definitely probably the BOP. So is everybody hearing me all right? Any problems with the sound? I mean, that's what I'm trying to also figure out. I got a whole new sound set up, so I'm hoping that recording, it sounds okay to me in recording, but I'm hoping that it's okay. Streaming is the whole other ball game. So I got a HyperX mic, XLR mic with the with the boom standalone mic and a mixer. So basically went to a whole new audio type thing. So not too keen on my headphones. I had another set of headphones that I had to use, but I'm not really. They're newer headphones, EPOS, but I don't know. I'm just not really great on the sound with them. But as long as it works for right now, that's all that matters. So I mean, I'm trying to make little adjustments if I need to, as far as the sound. When I was in the car, I didn't know how that was, but no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna try to do max swing. I mean, I could with the Lamborghini, but I don't think it needs it here. I don't think it needs it really most places, but it's got. I think it's got plenty of. It's got good downforce, so I don't think it needs it. Does need more anti-roll bar in the back. It just seems like it's not rotating. So I might try that. I'll go over the shocks and see how that is. Again, I have a E-Seniors race this afternoon, the first race of the season here, and I picked the Huracan. And it's 50-minute races with one pit stop. You have to get fuel, but you don't have to get tires. So it's 50 minutes. Either either get tires and fuel, or just get fuel, but you have to get fuel. So that's another thing. Got to calculate my fuel mileage and see how much fuel I need. So I can just run as what I have to run, and then get fuel when I pit. So that's something else I gotta look at. Tire pressures weren't too bad. Let's look at Motec. Oh yeah, I gotta. A little off here. I mean, really, the 992 with the Porsche, it depends what track you're talking about. So, I'm learning that the more I've messed with it, I have a good setup for Coda that I will be putting out upcoming once I can record it, once I can, record it. Um, it's a really good setup for the Porsche. That's for there, really solid, really raceable. But I don't have a maxed out wing there. I've really learned that it's almost setting it up like a mid-engine car, but still kind of a mixture. I mean, you're not as aggressive with the ride heights and the wing as you were with the old Porsche, but you're still kind of leaning that way. But I definitely seem like you don't have to have the max wing on it. So I'm still, finding out what it likes, what it doesn't like. Just like the spring package, it seems like the springs a little bit more balanced in the spring rates on the Porsche compared to what it used to be, where more soft in the front and a little bit stiffer in the rear as far as the spring rates. Now it's a little bit more balanced, where it's a little softer in the rear and a little bit more rate in the front. So it's still finding that balance, but it's definitely getting better and better. So do I need to, does it sound okay when I was in the car? Could you hear me? That was the main thing. Otherwise I'll have to make some adjustments on that. Let's see. This needs to come down, that's for sure. And again, the graphs look the same. So a lot of times in the beginning, I just go down because I might be adjusting this a lot. So if the graphs look very similar, I'll just do both the same, just like this. They look similar at the rear, and then I will come back to it later. And, I'll be tweaking on it as I go. Again, that needs to come down. And of course, this definitely is way too high. Rebound is too high. And bump is a little bit too, but not as bad. All right, there we go. So let me turn this down some more. Is that any better? Whoa. Let's see if I can. Wow. still bad, huh? Jeez. Man, this thing's killing me. I don't understand why it sounds bad. I don't get it. There, went the other way. See if that's any better. Testing, any crackling or anything? I can't hear it on my end, so. Okay, I made some other adjustments, so I'm hoping that helps. Am I loud enough and everything? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Let's go out and make a few laps, see how it sounds like. Alright, let's try to. Like I said, I'm just trying to adjust my mixer, make sure. So I went the other way since I guess Mark said it was bad, so that's why I went the other direction by a good amount. So if it doesn't work that way, work the other way, right? Streaming's a whole different deal. I mean, recording, it just seems like it's not that picky, but when you're streaming, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Hopefully all y'all can hear me. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. like the new Evo 2, the Lamborghini. It's really a fun car to drive. Of course, I always liked the Lamborghini anyway, but this car is even better to drive than the regular Evo. See if we can put in a decent lap. I got a good setup for the Porsche Coda. That'll be coming out. Tires are a little high, at least the left front is anyway. See what we can do for the rest of this lap. Right side is pretty good, left side is a little high. Hate that last corner. I gotta do something different with that last corner. That was a good lap until I messed it up. Oh, I don't. Rugate. W-R-U-G. Oops, sorry, G-S-T-E. Oops, I hit the mic. Sorry about that. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but it's W-R-U-G-S-T-E. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys working with me with the sound and just trying to help me out with feedback and stuff because, I mean, I do appreciate it because I know it's um, aggravating on your end. It's definitely aggravating on my end because I just spent a lot of money redoing all this stuff and trying to get it to sound good because I can't stand static and all that garbage. So, so I appreciate y'all sitting with me. And then, of course, this is all new to me, so I'm learning as I go with the sound audio stuff. I mean, I'm not the I know enough to get me in trouble. Yeah, so 1.9 definitely made me slower on average. I mean, it seems like I'm pretty much uh, about a half a second. Roughly, if I had to say on average, I'm probably about a half a second. Some tracks, maybe even a second. So it just depends, but on average, almost every track, I'm about a half a second. If I'm with a half a second, I'm usually doing pretty good. So this track here, I'm probably a good second off here. But see, this track, I've always struggled at Silverstone. I just never, that last corner gets me all the time, just like it did there. I feel like I'm doing decent, but it's just, I'm just, I don't I don't know. My pace is definitely not the greatest. You look at the tire wear, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, it's, you know, again, a little more to the rear, but it's still not that bad. Pretty even all the way across. So it's not that. Yeah, I mean, another thing is, my sinuses are kind of messed up, so my voice might be a little messed up with that too. I don't know what's going on, but I got, I think it's blooming down here where I'm at in Georgia. Well, I'm all over the place, but I mean, up in the mountains in Georgia, and stuff's supposed to be blooming because my sinuses are. It probably sounds like I'm talking out of my nose, so that doesn't help. That doesn't help things. I was actually going to take something to clear me up a little bit, but I forgot to take it. So, always working on get up early, trying to work on stuff, and I was racing last night at Coda, so that's why I say, got a good setup for the Porsche. I didn't record it. Well, I did, but I didn't record it to where I was going to post it. I just more of a test record, but it was for Pan Am, and it was just, you know, not a lot of people were there, but the car, you know, car pretty much did great, so. And Pan Am tonight's at Watkins Glen, so that's my league race for that is tonight. First race of the season for Pan Am. And again, that's at Watkins Glen in the Porsche. So I will be there doing that. I got to work on that later today. I got it pretty roughed in, pretty close, so I just got to do, you know, some more fine-tuning, see if I can find any more performance. But right now, you know, my first race is with the Lamborghini. Oh, I don't know if y'all, let's take a look at the video. Also, thank you to Mario. He did a custom livery for it. There you go. We'll see. We'll watch it on the replay here. So I matched my livery for my Porsche for the Huracan. I think it looks great. Really happy with it. Kind of went with the same, you know, same color scheme. The only thing I wanted was instead of a more of a matte green like the Porsche, I went with the glossy green. So for the Huracan, make it a little different. But other than that, it's the same, you know, same style livery. I think the new, because they updated the other day, 1.9.2. I think it seems a little better. I did that 30-minute race, 2 30-minute races in the Porsche yesterday, and the tires didn't fall off like they did before. They were falling off, but it wasn't as bad. It seemed like it was a little bit better. Is anybody else here static? Anybody else are static or anything, or how's the video part? Hope that's working all right. I think it's a beautiful car. But yeah, I think he did a great job. Put some different sponsors. Got Auto Art on there. That's another model maker, and of course you can see him here in the back. What he did, he got Auto Art and BBR. That's both of them make the models that I love. So he put those on there just to make it up a little different. Of course, we still got Spark, and of course, I think they're on the top too. Yeah, Spark there on the top. I think he did a great job. So again. Thank you, Mario. I think you're awesome. And of course, it has my matching driver inside. So really, really happy with it. It just makes you makes you feel more immersed as far as just having your car. And of course, you can see the BBR on the top and the hood. But yeah, I love it. Now we just got to figure out how to make it go, right? I mean, that's the problem, is trying to, and some of it's me, because I just suck here. I mean, I'll just be honest. I've tried so many laps here in so many different cars. The best car I did here was the BMW, I think. I was really good in the BMW because, the car is just so well balanced. But other than that, I just struggle. Let's go back down in the wing. Just one click. And again, I'm not also looking for the best lap, but I also want the car, Silverstone chews tires. And you got to have, even though I'm going to come and I'll get tires on my pit, but still, you got to go at least 25 minutes. Right around there. So you still got a decent stint before you're going to get tires. You can't have them just total junk. So again, thanks for everybody stopping in and helping me out. Trying to get some of my technical issues figured out. Like it's moving around a little bit more, so by taking the wing off, taking the wing down a click makes a big difference. first lap, so it's a little better. Thank you. Thank you, Rebel. I could do better through the rest of this track, not just the front. Right here, I'm losing time. Better. Now this last corner, always. No matter what I do there, it's lost 2/10. Way better than that. Well, that didn't work either. I think I was better in second gear. The first gear just overpowers the tires. So, I guess we got to try to stay in second gear. Try again, you know, let's try different stuff. See if it works, see if it doesn't work. Tires again, a little bit. A little bit on the high side. Not real bad. How's everybody doing out there? Again, let me know on the sound if it's... I'm trying to make adjustments as I go here. If it's loud enough, you can hear me over the car. All those kinds of things. I don't think I ever get this thing set up to where I get the sound right. I don't know. It's got a green light that flashes around the mic, around the on the mixer, you know, around the knob. So I mean, before it was turning colors. I'm thinking I thought maybe that's what it had too much gain in it, so it was turning like yellow, and sometimes it would flash a little red. Now it just stays green when I talk. So I'm thinking that would be better. I mean, that's my thinking anyway. Where before, in the beginning of the stream, it was turning like an amber color. Or it would once in a while it flat, it'd turn a little red. So I'm thinking maybe that was causing some of the interference. But now it's all green. So car really didn't feel too bad. Just me driving. I need more practice there. You look at the setup. Tire wear is not bad at all. I look across here. I mean, it's, I could go a little bit more, try a little bit more negative camber. I'll try a little bit more there. Don't know if I should. I'll try a little bit more. Just a little and see if it helps at all. I'll knock this down one. There, one click. We'll go ahead and check the Motec again. See if we made any good adjustments on it. Let's go down here. That's better. That's a little better. Still got a little bit to go here. We got well, actually that's 50 on this. This could go down a little bit. That's not real bad, but this can. I'm gonna drop this down. There we go. Let's try that. That needs to. Okay. Well, let's try this. This actually looks like it could go up. This needs to come down. There we go. Try that. Hopefully everybody's doing good today. Again, I'm just trying to dial in my new audio setup and also get a setup for my for this Huracan Evo 2 for my league race this afternoon here at Silverstone in the E-Seniors League. Looks to be pretty full. And of course then tonight I have another league race in Pan Am with the Porsche. That's at Watkins Glen. I have that mostly set up. I just need to go over just to try to get, tweak it a little here and there, try to get the best performance I can get out of it. But it's pretty good. It's decent. Need a little bit more performance, but that's always a given. Let's see. Yeah, that needs to come down. Again, try to get a better graph so you can see what's going on with the rebound and the bump. And on this side, so would you guys, anybody want me to live stream the races, or would you guys just rather have me record them and put them up later, or how does anybody interested in those? Let me know. All right. That's a pretty good adjustment. We're looking at 3.15 liters for the fuel mileage per lap. So do some calculating. So basically around 85 to 90 liters. 85 is just enough. Of course, there'll probably be a pace lap. I don't know if they'll have a pace lap or not, but so to be safe, probably about 85 to 90 liters. So again, I'll probably just start off with 50. Probably start off with like 50 liters and then and then put in like 40. That would be more than enough. Or 38 or something like that. And that should be more than enough. So that gives me an idea where to start from. So let's look at the last lap. And thanks for stopping in. Again, it seems like the new update, the new hotfix seems to have helped a little bit as far as tire wear and things like that. Like I said, the Porsche I did last night at Coda, 30 minutes, and the wear was good and it had no graining, no nothing for both races. So I was happy to see that. Definitely went wide there. All right. So, got an idea. Let's see what the BMW can do here. To see an old car. Oh, I like that one. So you can see my best was a 58.200. So again, I know I ain't going to be near to that, but let's look at this. And let's load. It's probably this one because that's the latest setup. Okay, so let's take some of this toe out. Let's take some of the diff out. That's about it. Oh, tires. Yeah, we definitely got to do tires because that's going to be... Let's just go down like a half a pound. Oh, let's see. This is going to be more. Let's just try that. Just guessing on the tires. See what we can do. I hope anybody's interested in this. This would be something to see if what an old setup will do here at Silverstone.
Green light, green light. Go, go, go.
So let's see what. Adjust my wheel. Make sure it's on the right menu. Let's see what we can do. Definitely got to adjust the steering ratio. This thing's way too fast. Barely touching it. Jumps. Let's go back. There we go. That's better. Tires look like they're coming up okay. All right. Let's try it again. Get a little bit more linear steering instead of like a switch. How's it now? Any better? Whoa. Hard to do stuff with gloves on. There. Any better? Hello? Hello? Is that better? Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. Trying some different settings, so that is really weird. I don't understand where the static is coming from. Any better or worse? Any better? Hello, hello? Yes. All right, well, let's try that. Let me know. I like the BMWs. I still enjoy driving this car. You can get some temperature in these tires. Wing is what it feels like. Better? All right. Of course, the thing with the BMW is you can't really, it's got so much torque and everything, you don't really need to. You need to carry a higher gear in a lot of places. I kind of like that though, to be honest. Kind of like any of the turbo cars, really. Good lap. BMW.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Look at that. It's faster than what I'm doing in the Huracan right now. About the same pace. And I could have had that in the Huracan, but I mean, just done a few little adjustments. So, you know, definitely take this down. Do that. Yeah, tire spread looks pretty good. If anything, I think it needs maybe less wing, but probably go down one click and just leave this alone. Maybe just down one. There we go. What is it? Yeah, it comes up one in the back when the fuel goes down. So, is everybody any sound, anything okay, or is it still crackling, or just kind of curious? It's kind of a weird thing trying to. You think it would be. Must be something else. I mean, I replaced my whole audio system pretty much as far as the speaker, I mean, you know, the mic, and I got a mixer, I got all this stuff, and it still does the same thing. Let's look at Motec really quick. See if it's... Oh. Okay. That's too much. Oh, that's a lot different. Look at that. So, yeah, that needs to come. The rebound needs to come way up. That's definitely off. So that needs to come. Actually, this needs to go a little down. Let's try that. This is way too high. There we go. It's not too bad, really. But this is way too high. The bump over here on the rear is too high. About equal to the front. There we go. That's a good ballpark anyway. Yes, it is, James. It is. I don't understand why this thing keeps coming and it comes and goes. I don't. It's just so weird. You'd think it'd be set, and then it wouldn't do it anymore. But it's weird how it just comes and goes, even no matter what setup you have. And I know it's on my internet connection because I got great speed there, so it's not the internet connection. The only other thing it could be would be the operating system, but I mean, I've tried with OBS, and OBS is, I have tried and tried, and I still can't get it right. Now, with that, I can't get the video right. It's stuttering, and I've tried different settings, and I'm still trying to figure that out. So, I mean, maybe OBS would be better than GeForce. I'm sure it is, but it's just also a lot more detailed as far as a lot more areas to have problems with. And right now, I'm having issues with the video stuttering. Let's see what it... It's okay now. Again, if you guys just let me know, feedback, I appreciate it as far as if it's doing it. And it's really weird. You think it would be, the mic is probably about, I don't know, I mean, probably 8 inches away from my face, so it's not like I'm talking like right into it. Look at that, 160 down the straightaway. Did you see that? That's like crazy. I ain't never seen that fast at Silverstone. Dang. That's good. BMW's got some, it's got some pace. really didn't do that great around this last corner. Still kind of sucked. Make sure tires, yeah, right tires. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. You can hear me all right? You can hear me over the car. Difference is between the Huracan and the BMW here to see what the, you know, with the older car. So one thing with the new update, with almost every car and every track, you got to brake just a little bit earlier than you did before. That's almost a given. And of course, some of that's because every car is a little faster as far as speed. So you just can't. You just got to back it up a teeny bit. I learned that at Coda last night. Just got to back it up a little bit compared to what I was in the other Corsa, the older one. Anybody hear any static or anything like that now? All clear. good lap.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
It's there. I mean, it's not bad. That's weird. Well, it had a stutter, so I don't know if that caused some stutter. You'd think once you get this stuff set, it would be set. I don't know why you gotta keep... There. It's kind of weird how it comes and goes. That's what's so hard to find out. If we just did it all the time, then you could start figuring it out. But you think you got something better, and then it does it again. And it's really weird. Yeah. I think those settings helped. Maybe go down one more in the rear. Let's look at Motec again. We made some difference, but we still there. So again, this is too high. No, I went too much. Well, that's you. You find out you went too much, and you got to back it back down a little bit. And that's still too much. It's a little bit too high there. too high here. So again, still chasing it. There. Still not bad though. I mean, it's on pace with what I'm doing. It's pretty good. If I could get my audio fixed, I would be super happy. For some reason though, I can't. I got some kind of gremlin in here that just won't let go. I mean, get all new audio stuff and still does it. So something else is going on. That I just don't know what it is. Again, I'm not a audiophile guy, so it works great on recordings. It did before, but this time I got a standalone mic with a sound mixer and everything else, and it still does it. So I don't really understand why it's doing it. Audio's good? Okay, well, maybe it's better now. Again, any feedback with that, I really appreciate, and thanks to everybody for bearing with me. I keep trying to make adjustments and things, and I was hoping, I mean, this mic is not a cheap mic. It's a HyperX XLR mic. So, I mean, it had good reviews, and I was hoping I could sound a lot better. Again, I was trying to make, audio upgrades so it would be better. Of course, just, teething problems, so to speak. But what I was doing here is wanted to see how competitive an older car is. I still think it's competitive. I mean, at least in my pace. I mean, the cars, I know the Huracan 2 will go quicker as I get it more dialed in and things, but still, it's still there. I mean, I think the BMW, I have the Audi, I got a good setup for the Audi R8 at the Evo 2 at Valencia. If anybody is interested in that, it's pretty much 90% done, just a few little tweaks, but that felt really good there too. Down the straightaway. It's 160. That is flying. Hey Mario, there's the guy who did my liveries. Which I was on here earlier with the Huracans, showing everybody. I'll leave this setup, a link to this setup in the description of this video for the BMW here. This works good. Should have ran even quicker. But still fast. I mean, that's still faster than what I'm doing in the new Evo 2 Huracan. So I mean, I know I can get down there with it, but I mean, still, it's on pace. It's what my pace is, so. And that's really what I was trying to see, is what the pace is for an older car to a newer car. All right, buddy. The AMG, I'm looking forward to that too. That would be awesome. Definitely doing a great job. Again, there it is. So we're talking about the Huracan with the livery, my custom livery I'm using for my league, my E-Seniors League, and any other race that I do also. I mean, I do like this Evo 2 Huracan. It's a fun car to drive. I mean, I like the regular Evo, but this Evo 2 is, like I said, it's definitely an improvement. But it's finding what it likes and doesn't like. So that's the thing. That's what you got to really find out. Yeah, it matches my livery for the Porsche. So again, he did my Porsche too. Mario did, and he's just he kind of copied it over. Of course you have to redo it for a whole new car, but basically the same scheme is what I'm saying for the Huracan. So, and we're gonna do something similar for the AMG also. Maybe a little bit different, but again, it's still gonna be pretty much the same. We used a glossy green instead of a flat green on the Porsche, so just pretty much the same thing with just little differences. I like that. Now here, this is tough because you can't. Really tough trying to find pace. So, not good. Okay, let's do this. Let's go do this and see how this works. Now let's see what the speed difference is and everything else. That's the real kicker, is seeing what time and speed are compared to
Green light, go, go, go.
the BMW. Again. Is the car doing it too with the car, or is it just me talking? Maybe I could. I put my mic a little farther away, just a teeny bit farther away. Maybe that's a little better. Let me know if you still hear it, or just put my mic just maybe another inch or so away, 2 inches away. Yeah, see, so it's something else other than that. I know, and I had that before when I had my headphones, and now I got a completely different system, and it's still doing it. So I got a mixer and a mic. So something else is causing it. Different headphones even. I mean, I got a wireless headphones now on here that I had because I can't get, didn't have the right connection. My other headphones were USB, and USB doesn't go into this mixer. You got to have a, I forget what it's called, but it's not 3.5 jack. It's the bigger one than the 3.5. Well, let's try it. Let's go out and make a few laps. See if you can hear me over the car. Trying to find the happy space for this Huracan Evo 2. See how it goes. Y'all can let me know if you can hear me or you can't hear me over the car. Hopefully that's still okay. Bad. Again, for some reason, I just struggle here. I always have.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Yeah, I think they are a little more bouncy. A little bit. It's understeering there too much. It's got to turn better than that. At turn one, it's not turning. Let's see what everybody says. Yeah, I think the Porsche is definitely too bouncy. Yeah, I mean, I have no fans plugged in. Well, I got one little fan running. I'm going to turn it off and see if that changes anything. So that's the only thing. I have no fans running at all. I don't have anything charging. I do have another computer on, but it wasn't on for a long time. So that I did it, but when it was off. So that shouldn't be it. But I have nothing on now in here, other than my blue lights. So I mean, I don't know how it is now, but we'll see how it goes. Again, a little disappointed in the Huracan 2. It just feels like it's not rotating the way I need it to. I think it's a myriad of things. I think the car's pitching too much left to right. And that's where you're wasting it when you turn the wheel. The car pitches. It's not turning. It's understeering. So I think I need to go up on the sway bar on the front, get the car a little bit more steady. Soften the springs. Soften the springs in the front, but increase the bump stop rate so it limits the travel. Okay, thank you. Keep letting me know. So, like I said, I had a little fan that was running. That wasn't near me. It was 6 feet away, but I turned it off. So, like I said, I literally have nothing running in here at all. So, except and I got another PC that's a ways away, but it was off before and it still did it. So that I can't be it. Let's go a little bit more rake. Got to get this thing to go around these corners. Let's try this. Let's try it. See. speed is. Turn one's a booger, man, for me anyway. But you know, you gotta have the car rotate so you can carry as much speed through there. And it's not doing it enough. BMW is doing it more. Let's see what speed is on this. It's 158. So it's 2 miles an hour down on the BMW. Again, I mean, I hear a lot of people saying that the older cars aren't competitive. I don't know about that. I don't really know. I mean, maybe if you're an esports driver, maybe that are looking for literally every 10th, every 100, you know, every little thing. But for the rest of us, you know, if you work good in a car, and again, it's not the ultimate lap. It's what you can do over a race. It's not. If another car's faster by a tenth or two, one lap, that don't mean nothing if he's going to drop off and you're going to keep going at the same pace. So again, it's very subjective. I mean, it's really what fits your driving style. But I mean, I would race the BMW or the Audi. I still think they're right there. Turn. It just wants to run right off. So let's go ahead and do some more laps. No, see, now it's crackle again. And we'll see if it goes away and after replay. So yes. So again, it's really weird. What's amazing too is like when you're recording, I never hear it. It's perfectly clear, but and then you get into the stream. It's only streaming. See, you'll have to listen how bad it is. See if it goes away. I really don't care for these headphones, but I just gotta deal with it for now. They're Evos, the new ones. I've had them for a little while, but the mic sounded not good in them. Of course, now I don't have to worry about the mic, but I need to see what I can do. It's really hard. It's got a place for headphones to connect into this mixer, but I gotta have a different jack. It's not a 3.5. It's the TRX. I don't remember what it was. It said in instructions. It's a bigger. It looks like a 3.5, but it's bigger. So that's what I gotta. If I do that, I gotta have it wired and connected to that. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that yet. But it does have a spot, you know, to plug in the headset. Believe the Huracan to be, you know, down on speed now. It is. this is a brand new car. It's the Evo 2. Better lap. Like trying to ice skate through there.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Still, I need to go down another gear. Try that next lap. I'll try to go down third. Tires are still getting too hot in the back. Too much pressure. I do a lot when I'm trying to get ready for a race. Spend hours and hours doing this stuff, trying to get things working right. Of course, now with this audio thing, that's a whole new different problem. Try third gear this time. That's not too bad.
personal best.
Well, it's better than I was right now. I forget. Well, I'd have to look it up to see what my time was, but I was definitely faster. But that's, like I said earlier, I mean, basically I'm faster. You know, the old update, I think everybody was a little faster, pretty much. On average, I'm probably a half a second slower to 1 second on some tracks. Like here, I'm probably about a second. So yeah, I mean, I got to turn in a little earlier. I'm almost thinking that's almost with every car, to be honest. I mean, to think about it, it almost feels like that with every car. It seems like you got to turn in just a little bit earlier than you did before. So it's just different timing, different, all that kind of stuff. I mean, these are too high here. That's not bad. This is too high. If you look at the wear, it's not bad. It doesn't look real bad to me. I mean, it's pretty even all the way across. So I don't think that's okay. That was with, of course, I had a softer springs on the front of that one, so I went this a little softer in the front. I could do that in the rear too, but I might try that too. Also, just go softer spring package. Silverstone has never been a grippy place, so. And see, as the fuel comes off, it's gonna come up just one in the back. So that's not bad. That's not too bad. I'll go up one more in the back. Let's look at Motec. Still. Let's see, 10. It's pretty good. Yeah, sometimes if you go too soft, it'll bounce too much. Yeah. So you gotta try to find it where it handles the bumps, but it doesn't bounce too much. And Silverstone is so bouncy. I mean, it's pretty ripply. So, I mean, you're kind of bouncing around. And bouncing isn't the worst thing, but you don't want it to upset the car so much that it screws you. It either lose control or it slows you up. Let's see. Let's go up one there. This needs to come down. This is over, so that's not good. Definitely bump is off. Just to keep them cool, I might adjust it. But see, the problem here at Silverstone is you destroy tires. I mean, it literally just they're very, very hard on tires, especially the left front. I'm pretty sure it's the left front, And let's see, let's look at it. Yeah, you see the left front's is wearing worse than the right front. So yes, the left front. But yeah, you brake ducts, you open them up so you can keep them cool. They're a little bit too cool. I used to run them right on the edge in the old update because you know I didn't want them to get too cold. But now I'm kind of trying to find the happy balance because you want to try to keep the tires cool too. The ducts keep the tires cool, and especially the rear tires, because they end up wearing prematurely. It seems like, although since the hot fix, they are better. Again, like I said earlier, I did the hot fix came out the other day, and I did 2 sprint races in the Porsche at Coda, which I'll have a setup for. Probably show a short video, and a setup for that car. It worked really well, and the wear was decent, no graining, and the fall off wasn't that bad. So I think it's an improvement. The hotfix improved it, but that's the big worry you have is the rear tires getting worn out, then your car turns into total garbage. So still, see, you get a lot of times with the Huracan, you get this, it just, you can't get away from it. On the rear end, it just doesn't have I don't think it has a lot of movement, so it just, the graph never looks that great, to be honest. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it did really well in the sprints. I mean, it was just a fun race. So it wasn't like the league race tonight. And it was, I didn't video it. Well, I recorded it, the test record, but there was only like 8 or 10 guys in there. But I mean, it did really well. I mean, I won both races, but the thing I was testing also is to see what kind of pace I could have near the end, and it wasn't bad. I mean, it was really starting to fall off though at the 30 minutes. The last like lap or two, I could tell it was dropping. So again, concerning. But when you checked the wear was actually pretty good. So again, it's just no graining. The wear was good. Everything. I think it was the last lap. Let's see what the speed is. So again, that's 2 miles an hour down on the BMW. But I mean, I never really get too concerned over that. So. I'm used to racing with the Porsche, especially the old. You know, you'll be down 4 or 5 miles an hour. So. Yeah, I hope so. Rusty, I hope so. Hopefully it'll be better. The thing I don't like about the Porsche is the bouncing. It's something is wrong with me. It comes off the jacks and the car bounces worse than any other car. So something is in there that they need to really, to me, I think they need to fix that. Something with the physical car. Because it shouldn't bounce that way. And if it bounces doing that when it comes off the jacks, it's going to make it bounces more when it hits bumps. And sometimes, like I had at Zolder, you do that. I raced a race at Zolder. Unfortunately, I had technical problems, but it was a good race too. And it was causing problems down at the bottom of the hill. So trying to set it up for that, it made it worse in other places. So I really wish they would fix that. It doesn't need to be that bouncy. That's my biggest complaint with the Porsche. And luckily, at Coda, where I raced with it last night, you know, it doesn't really have any bounces, so it's smooth. And at Watkins Glen, it's not too bad at Watkins Glen. So again, I'll be racing there tonight in Pan Am. So I still gotta, the setup is pretty close, but I gotta just try it and do more work on it later today. So again, you know, I do a lot of racing, you know, between working on setups and doing my league races and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, I haven't ran an LFM in a while. And so I want to get back into doing some of that also. Once I can get some of these setups figured out, get some of this stuff, audio working. Dang audio. Pain in my butt. Audio system. Let's go back. I want fresh set. Audio, what is it, the balance? Can you all hear me over the car, or is that all good? Sometimes when you get a car that's bouncing, it's better to tighten up your bump stop rates. When I race with the range, I think, and get it tighter, and so the car is not able to move up and down so much. So, which I might do. I might have to do this with the Lamborghini. You know, tighten it up a little bit. Just, you know, Silverstone is so pretty wavy. another thing I noticed with the update, and this is pretty general across all the cars. As I said earlier, you need to brake a little earlier. Don't brake where you were because these cars are carrying more speed down every straightaway, and just you can't brake at the same place. So sometimes you got to back it up just a little bit. I've noticed that pretty much with every car, every track. You hit these sausages, it doesn't hit it as bad as it did before. If you hit that, it was real bad. Down a little bit. Not too bad. Better. Dang it. A whole lap.
Well done, mate. That's all the best.
That last corner is just my Achilles heel. I hate that corner. I try to come in early and it still don't work, or I try to go out wide and come in a different angle, it still is slick. It just, no matter what you do, cannot get that stupid corner to go right. I know, that's what's so I'm almost tending to believe, like I said earlier, about a fan coming on or something. I don't know if a fan like picks up speed or something like that, and it's causing some kind of interference. But you know, in the PC, because there's no. I mean, I've eliminated everything out here. There's nothing out here running. So. I mean, I don't know what else it could be, but something in the PC that's interfering with it. The only thing I like y'all said is a fan coming on. Well, let's see what we got. See, again, the wear is not terrible. I mean, it's. I would like to improve upon it a little bit. I wish this was a little closer, but other than that, the spread is good. Everything looks pretty good. Really, the only thing that could go out is probably that. Could go out maybe one more, but that's it. If I could get that last corner straight, I could gain another 1 or 2 tenths. If I could just do good, you know, drive better in the last corner. I'm thinking of maybe even trying one weaker spring in the back to get the back end from sliding around. So I might do that, because it's the back end. You know, that last corner especially just wants to slide. Back end just wants to slide, and it shouldn't be doing that. I think it's a spring. A lot of times when it does that, it's usually a spring is too stiff or something's too stiff. So this turn in's good. Brakes are good. Let's look at Motec again, see if there's anything to gain there. Let's see. It's looking better. Still off. Still too high on the bump. I've had to make some pretty big changes. Rebound looks better. Rebound looks a lot better than it did. As you can see, I mean, that's what it did look like. So, I mean, you can see we made some differences. It's cut it down. You can see how scraggly it's looking here, what it did look like, I'm saying, and how it was higher up here on the bump. But I think it's looking a lot better. No, I run the mixer goes right to the PC. So it's got a USB that I just plug right into the PC. And of course, you know, I gotta recognize it in the software, and you know, of course, the microphone, it just recognizes it as far as the microphone. Again, the microphone's XLR, so you gotta have that to hook the microphone to a mixer. The microphone can't hook to the PC directly. So here, I think we can. The rebound, I really don't want to mess with. I mean, it looks pretty decent, actually. I mean, I can maybe go one more click on both and drop the fast rebound a couple clicks. So I think I'll do that. And then here, this needs to drop because this is way too high. This is like 52, 53. This still needs to come down. So I'm going to go down a couple here and make a big jump here. There. So that hopefully will bring that all down. And then here in the rear, again, you can't really, the bump needs to come down. Again, rebound needs to come down a little bit. And that needs to come down. That's too high. That's bump is too high. And I'll do the same. It's again, they look the same. Same graphs on both. All right. You know, I think it's improving every time I do this. It's getting the car to handle the bumps better and just not. You get too much bump, and the car wants to understeer because you're just wanting to push the tires. It's making the front too stiff, too abrupt. So as I'm softening it up, I think it's helping the tires get more grip. Yes, which just has. You got to have the 48. That's what this mixer's for, XLR. So I mean, obviously it's got the plug to plug it in, but then I have to. It's got the 48. Was it hertz or I didn't remember what it is, but it's got that on there. It's really weird because as I'm talking, you know, where you adjust the mic, it's got a green circle around the knob. And as I'm talking, it's just like you do in other things, you know, on Discord and stuff, you can see the green, flash when as I'm talking. But so I would think it's really set good because when I had it off different times, it was turning colors. It was turning a amber, it was turning a red once in a while, and I think that's because I had too much gain in it. And so as I've adjusted it, it's just green. It doesn't. That's all it does. So I would think it would be set where it's supposed to be. Again, if you guys can hit the like and subscribe before y'all go, I appreciate it. I need all the help I can get. So really, I've been doing this now for going on 4 years. It should be this month because that's when in May is when ACC came out, and that's when I started. Just pretty much, that's pretty much what I do is just ACC. Although I've done some of the other ones too, but it's just I don't have the time, so I pretty much just concentrate on ACC as I enjoy it the most. It's a shame because I have a lot of other ones and I don't ever play them, so they just kind of a waste. But I got them anyway. Again, call me a supporter. Trying to support the sim racing developers and stuff. So let's watch a replay of the last. That's cool, Rusty. That's cool. Yeah, I've been doing this a long time for ACC with ACC. sim that I could truly say that I can just sometimes get in the car just to unwind and whatever car, whatever track, and just have fun driving around, and don't really care about the times, just having fun driving the car. So most other sims I don't do that. I don't, I guess it's a combination of the graphics, the sounds, all those kinds of things. So the feel. When I started ACC, I was sitting at a desk, no even sim rig or nothing, just sitting at a desk with a clamped on base, and now I got a rig, and 4 computers later, got different PCs, upgrading. I mean, it's like the audio. There's another $400 in audio upgrade, trying to get it to sound better. I really try to make efforts to have good, graphics. Yeah, I think it was way sideways. I lost a couple tenths there. Let's take a look at that again. Different angle. So you try to get on the gas and it just starts to come around. I think it's pretty good. It's definitely a good point to start from. So, of course, a lot of times you practice in the when you get in there. Yeah, it's definitely a process. I've definitely gone through the process, for sure. Now I have my my custom liveries, and what Mario did, which again, this is my first season with. I got a custom livery on the my Huracan, which he did. I love it, and he's gonna do an AMG for me also. So I really like it a lot. And then of course my Porsche, which is the same thing, same color scheme, just basically kind of a flat green compared to the glossy green. That's what we changed on it, but same kind of color scheme. That's my Porsche, and of course I'll be racing this car in the Pan Am Championship. That's the first race tonight at Watkins Glen. So again, did race this car last night at Coda. Did great. No problems. So somebody was talking about an Aston Martin. Let's so you can see my fast is a 58.89, which I wouldn't be close to that. This is my latest one here. I got January, so let's look at that. So, let's see what the old setup does. Again, I would take probably about half of this out. Leave that in. And take a lot of the caster out. Lower the tire pressures about a half a pound. Well, actually a full pound on the rear. Yeah, pretty close to a full pound on the rear. And then take this out about half, close to half. Let's try that. you take a click out of any roll bar. So let's try that and see what it does. Not change anything else, just leave everything else the same. Oh, except for fuel. There we go.
Green light, show them what you got.
Well, I like the new Lambo. I like the Evo and the Evo 2, but again, it's just trying to find the combination, the pace, the works. That's the biggest thing. And its strengths and weaknesses. Again, it's definitely strength is not top speed. As I shown in my videos, it just came out for Paul Ricard. I mean, it was 2 miles an hour down on the Ferrari and 2 miles an hour down here on the BMW at Silverstone. So it's definitely not going to be a car that you're going to be blasting down the straightaways. So you got to make it handle. I mean, that's the only way to make up time is to make it handle. And get as much speed as you can in the corners. Silverstone was in January, so it's been like 4 months. Obviously, a totally different car compared to using the Lamborghini and even the BMW. The BMW's got a lot more different, torque band and different gear ratios. Huracan. That's right there with the Huracan. Easily could go faster if I could, you know, do better driving. I mean, you got a little off here. Nothing really bad though. Oh yeah. Looks like it needs a little bit more. I think it's should have enough. I think it's bopping around too far, so I think it needs to be stiffened up. A little bit less wing. These are different. Yeah, see, it's definitely a lot different. Motec comes in a lot different than it was. Really, this needs to come way down. This actually can stay the same or go up. I'll let it go up. This here is way too high. Too much bump. This needs to come down. That definitely needs to come down also. Again, a little too high, but I can't do much. All right. Made some pretty big changes. So we'll see how it goes. See if it's better or worse. I did the BMW earlier and it was running the same time. I mean, it was running good. For my pace, I mean, for my pace. laps in, see what we got. If it's any better or worse, see. BMW, faster than a Lamborghini. So, I mean, I know a lot of people are saying that the older cars, unless they're talking about the 18 cars. They're talking about the older cars don't have pace. I don't know. They seem to have pace with me. I'm not an alien though, so but I mean that's what I'm talking about. The normal person, it seems like they have decent pace to me. Wear looks good. Actually, the wear looks the best. That's the best wear out of every car I've been here. Look at that. Just barely under what the front is. That's really good wear. So, see, that's going to hold its tires and the handling's going to hold on a lot longer because the wear is almost coming down even. So, see, that's really good. Very good. I just need more practice driving it. Probably a little bit more TC to help me out. Let's go look over this. The Motec. See, it's a lot different. Do some more adjustments. Still a little high on this. Let's come down some more. $48, $49 still can come down a little bit. And back here, again, it doesn't look the greatest, but it's closer than it was. I'm going to leave that. Rebound alone, just go down on the fast rebound. And here, still a little high, but I'm not going to really... It's not really too bad, actually. There we go. That go up. And that should be a lot better. Let's take a look at a lap and see what it looks like. What the speed is. Bump's pretty good. See what the speed is. Oh, 161. So that's right there with right on the BMW, or mile an hour more than a BMW. So man, that's great speed down the straightaway. Compared to the Huracan Evo 2 that only had 158. So man, that's got a good advantage. Thank you, Rusty. I appreciate your feedback and coming in. And then again, I hope you hit the like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. You did earlier, you said you did, but I hope you hit the like button as you leave. Appreciate it. Hope you come back. Big difference too is I went through the last corner halfway decent compared to the other Huracan. I was terrible. So again, you know, still though, good time for me for this. I mean, that's what, a half a second off my best, or a little over half a second. So I'm sure with, you know, more practice and things like that, I could whittle that down a little bit more just by better driving and maybe a little, you know, a few little tweaks. But that's right there. No, go ahead. Again, I'll leave this setup, all the BMW and this Aston Martin, I will leave once it's done and I'm able to. I will put the links to these setups for the BMW and these updated setups for the Aston Martin and the BMW in the description. So I will put the links down there for those. So again, I usually do that with all my streams. The Huracan Evo, I probably won't, just because I might be tweaking on it during the race to find something else, and plus I usually put it in the race. If I don't put it in the race, I'll put it in the description here, but it usually isn't one or the other. But again, I think I'm gonna go take a break because my race starts in about an hour and a half. So again, I appreciate everybody's feedback and comments. I might live stream it, so if you want to check it out, I might go ahead and that starts at 2:30. I think I'll have to see. I'll probably go through qualifying and the race, so it'll be a little over an hour and 10 minutes or so. I think qualifying's 15 minutes and the race is 50 minutes. And again, it's 50-minute race. My first league race with e-seniors for the new season. And you've got a mandatory pit stop that you have to get fuel. So you have to get fuel, but you don't have to get tires. I will get tires, but you got to get fuel. So again, that'll be coming up here a little bit later, not too long. So again, I'm gonna go take it easy and get a rest a little bit. But I appreciate everybody. I hope you all give me likes and you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.